Sheer human will and desire helps overcome all the odds. These are the moments to remember. A very good morning to you all. I take this opportunity to welcome you all on behalf of Rahul Education on this virtual platform, where we have assembled to commemorate our National Sports Day that is celebrated on 29th of August every year. Lessons sports teach us can help us develop as players and all round human beings too. Sports bring us together. Through sports, we can create a healthy society. And when we have a healthy society, we will surely have a healthy nation. So let us all join hands together and make sports a part of our healthy diet. Without further ado, dear friends, let us start today's healthy journey.
Sports Day in India is celebrated on 29th of August on the birth anniversary of the hockey legend Major Dhyan Chand, who is regarded as nation's greatest hockey player of all times. This day marks the birthday of Major Dhyan Chand Singh, who won gold medals in Olympic for the year 1928, 1932 and 1936. He had scored over 400 goals in 22 years, spanning from 1926 to 1948. Major Dhyan Chand was awarded with Padma Bhushan in 1956 by Government of India. Major Dhyan Chand was popularly known as a wizard for his magical touch, superb control, creativity, and extraordinary goal-scoring feat. Major Dhyan Chand was instrumental in taking Indian hockey to the greater heights under his inspiring leadership. This day is observed to spread awareness on the importance of sports and daily activities in everyone's life. On this day, President of India honors eminent sport personalities with the major awards including Khel Ratna, Arjuna Award, Dronacharya Award and Dhyan Chand Award. India finished 40th on the medal tally in Tokyo Olympic, its highest ranking in over 4 decades. 1 gold, 2 silver, 4 bronze. India produced its richest ever medal tally and the finest performance of all times at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. Here are the men and women of steel and thunder who made India proud and gave the nation something to cheer about in these dark times of a deadly pandemic. The more sports you play, the more you learn. You grow as a person and learn to make important decisions along the way. Sport teaches us development. It helps us learn things such as resilience, leadership, accountability, respect, and patience. It's said that sports do not build character, they reveal it. So I request all the students to actively participate in sports and be the healthy citizen of India.
Say, I'm the physical education teacher of Rahul Education. As we are celebrating National Sports Day today, so we have organized few activities for all the learners. So we'll first start with yoga. Yoga is an old discipline from India where we use breathing techniques, exercise, and meditations. So it improves your health and happiness. So we'll first start with Surya Namaskar. Surya Namaskar consists of 12 asanas and it's a set of one cycle. And the set of one cycle consists of 12 asanas, which is as equal to 12, 288 yoga poses. So we'll begin with Surya Namaskar, and and a PE teacher, Mr. Danish and Ms. Sangeeta will perform this asanas. The first asana is Pranam Mudra. where the hands will be close to your chest in Namaste position. Second will be Hastottasana, where you have to lift your hands both up and bend down slowly. Third is Hastapadasana, where you have to bend down and touch your toes. Fourth is Ashwasanchalana, where you have to take your left leg back. Your knees will be in between your hands and your face will be looking straight. The next asana is Dandasana, where your both legs will be back and you have to stand in a bridge position. Now you have to do Ashtang Namaskar, where you have to go down on your knees, your chest down, and your chin touching the mat. Now you have to lift your body up in a Bhujangasana. It's also known as Cobra pose. Now slowly lift your body up in a Parvatasana. Now again we have to do Asana Sanchalan, but now you have to take your opposite leg front. Your body will be in this position and your face will be straight. Now standing up, you have to do Hastapadasana, touching your toes. Now lift your hands up in Hastottasana and bend your body backwards. And then the last asana is Pranam Mudra. So this was the set of 12 asanas which consist one cycle of Surya Namaskar. Now we'll move on to our next asana, that is Tadasana. For that, you have to first part your legs shoulder wide and lift your hands slowly up above your head and interlock your fingers. While going on toes, you have to just turn your palms upward toward the sky. Concentrate on breathing and hold for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now slowly take your hands down and your legs down and relax yourself. Now we'll move on to our next asana, that is Vrikshasana. For that, you have to stand on one leg. You have to lift your left leg up and keep your legs near your knees. Balance in this position and then take your hands up slowly and join your hands above your head. And wait for 10 seconds and concentrate on breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now slowly take your hands down and your legs down. Now we will do it with the opposite leg. Now take your right leg up, keep it near your knees. Balance yourself and take your hands up slowly above your head. Join your palms, concentrate on your breathing and hold for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take your hands down slowly and your legs down slowly. So this was the end of our yoga session. Now let's move on to our next session, that is gross motor fitness and motor ability skills. And this will be performed by our PE teacher, Mr. Sachin and Mr. Ishan. And this activity can be performed from pre-primary to grade 12. The first activity is walking on toes, where your body should be straight and you have to walk on your toes. Let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now same way, we'll move backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now the next activity is walking on heels, where your entire body will be on your heels. Start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, same way, we need to move back. Start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now, let's move on to our next activity, that is hopping with both the legs. You have to keep your hands on your waist. Your legs will be together, and while hopping, you have to hop with your proper balance. Start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now move back in same way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now hopping on one leg, which we also call as langdi. So in that, you have to hop on one leg, and then while going backwards, you have to change your leg. Start. Starting with your left leg. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now change your legs. Now do it with your right leg. Start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's move on to our next activity, that is lunges. The lunges is exercise which stretches your hamstring muscles. So we'll start with our left leg. 1, 2, 3, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now move back in same way. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this was the exercise for our small kids, that is from pre-primary to grade 4. Now we'll move on to our next activity, which can be performed by the higher grades from grade 5 to grade 12. And the name of the activity is fitness session. So the fitness session will be performed by both our PE teachers, Mr. Ishan and Mr. Sachin. So the first activity for fitness will be squats. So in squats, you have to part your legs shoulder wide. Your knees will be pointing straight. Your hands will be beside you or near your chest. While going down, you have to go halfway down, and your knees and your toes will be in one line. So let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this was squats. Now we'll move on to our next activity, that is plank. So for plank, we will require a mat over here. So for plank, you have to keep your body stable, and the plank is useful for your core development. So first you have to lie down on your chest. Your elbows will be bent. Your elbows will be bent down, and when the go starts, you have to just lift your body up and hold your position for 10 seconds. Time starts now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax. So as you saw, the body was flat like a bridge. Now we'll move on to our next session, that is full plank. So in full plank, you have to keep your hands straight in a push-up position and your body will be like a bridge. Your time starts now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Relax yourself. Now we'll move on to our next activity, that is jumping jacks, which is also known as overall body workout. So they will be doing this activity on their own counts where they will perform 10 counts of jumping jacks. Your time starts now. And the last one is 10. Okay, so this was the fitness activity for our higher grades, that is from grade 5 to grade 12. Now we will move on to our activity which is known as dumbbell activity. So students, the learners, okay, this is for everyone, I'm telling. The activity which you were performing in your school, which was also known as mass drill, and the same activity can be performed with a wooden dumbbell. And this activity is also known as mass drill, but we are using dumbbells, so it's also called as dumbbell drills. So now we will start with the activity. Okay, the first, as you can see, this is a wooden dumbbell which can be played in this position or this position. Okay, the first I will perform the activity, then we will start with the counting. The first activity which I'll be performing is you have to stand with your legs apart, your shoulder length. The first activity will be front and back. Okay, front and back. So we will do this for 16 counts and let's begin. So this was the first activity. Now we'll move on to our second activity. The second activity will be you have to stand in the same position, but you have to lift your hands up, join the dumbbells above your head, and then slowly take your hands down and relax. Okay, let's begin. So now let's move on to our third activity. The third activity is a combination of first and second exercise. So I'll just perform this once. Just have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's begin. Now we'll move on to our fourth activity. In fourth activity, you have to balance yourself. Just watch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now with the opposite leg. 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's begin. Now we'll move on to our next exercise, that is lunges. So in this, you have to first step out with your left leg. Your hands will be straight. 1, 2, 3, 4. Watch again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's begin. 1, Now, let's move on to our next activity where you have to raise your hands up, then bend down, again up, and relax. One more time. Lift your hands up, go down, again up, and relax. Let's begin. Now we'll move on to our last activity of dumbbells, that is lunges with little variations. First, you have to bend down. Without touching your knees, you have to lift your hands up, then go down, and below your knees, you have to bang the dumbbells. Again, up, lift your knees up, and now with alternate legs. Again, 1, without touching your knees, take your hands up. Now bend down, touch your knees, and below your knees, bang your dumbbells. Again, lift your legs up, your hands up, and relax. Now, let's begin. we'll just keep the dumbbells down. So the activity which we perform now was basically for the grade pre-primary to grade 12. But as we do mass drill in each schools, so we perform this activity from grade 1 to grade 10. So now this was the end of our session. Now I'll request all the PE teachers who have performed this activity, I want them to please be in this frame. So I'll just introduce everyone. Is Mr. Ishan from Mother Mary English School, Nalasopara West. Is Mr. Danish from Nalasopara West, RIS, Patankar Park. Ms. Sangeeta from Mother Mary English School, Nalasopara West. And Mr. Sachin Bhalikar from Boisar Rahul International School. And myself, Mr. Ashish Godse, PE teacher of Rahul International School, Mira Road. So students, as you all saw the sessions, I hope you all enjoyed the session and you all keep practicing this at home. And we require your videos, and you have to send your own exercise videos in your school email IDs. I hope you all take effort.